So you go to Amazon and you open it up and you type in discus, there's like a million options and there's a ton of different brands. So kind of like, what do you do?
Yeah, that's so good!
All right, guys, everybody wants to know what discus to buy, and out of the hundreds of emails I get, which discus to buy is probably one of the most popular questions. When I give advice to people about buying a discus, I really look at three considerations. And so that simply would be, what level of thrower are you? Are you a beginner, like with no experience? Have you been throwing for a couple of years, or you've been throwing for several years? And based on that, how long you've been throwing is how I would determine which category to buy. If you're a beginner thrower, you're new to the sport, whatever, the discus you buy, no matter what it is or how expensive, isn't going to help you throw farther. You just need a simple, basic metal rim discus. So sure, you can buy a rubber discus. They're out there. But I would always buy a metal rim discus, because how the discus feels on your hand is by far the most important component when searching to buy a discus. So I would buy one in that, $30 to $60 range, $30 to $70 range. You don't want to spend a lot of money on it, but you do want something that is useful. And rubber discuses aren't that useful. I wouldn't buy one unless you had to. If you're an intermediate level, so say you've been throwing for a couple of years, and you like the sport and you've been in it for a while, I would spend a little bit more money on a discus. $100, $200 on a discus. Yes, that's a lot of money, but you want something that has some quality to it. It has a metal rim, maybe plastic plates, and that's going to last you a little bit. And then really, I wouldn't spend a lot of money on a discus until you've been throwing for several years, maybe 3 to 5 years or more. Because it's just not necessary. Just remember that you are going to throw farther. Like, how you throw, your technique is what makes the discus go farther, not the discus you throw. I promise you. So I have thrown my PR 211 feet. That was with a high rim weight, $320 discus. Well, I've also thrown 210 feet with a cheap $60 discus. It just doesn't matter. So the better your technique is, the farther it throws. Again, when you buy a discus, it needs to fit your budget. It needs to fit your skill set, your experience, and don't get caught up with thinking you need to buy something great, something expensive, because no matter how it's marketed, I promise you they don't go any farther. How you throw is what makes them go farther, I promise you. So here, those are kind of my thoughts when you go to look to buy one. But what would be a couple options? So here is a blue Gill Athletics discus. The price range is $60 to $100, depending on what size you're buying. And this is legit perfect discus. If you're a beginner, this is what I would get. It's going to be good quality, and it looks cool, and it's got a nice metal rim. Like, if you've been throwing for a couple of years and really enjoying the sport, this is a Gill Athletics Pacer Orange discus. Again, this would be fantastic. It's good quality. It's going to have a nice feel to it, good metal rim. And then, again, if you really want to spend a lot of money on something and are really enjoying the sport, something like this Gill Athletics Pacer Gold. I threw one of these in high school. I threw one in college. They're really good, and they have a great feel in the hand. I like that bronze rim or whatever. And again, you could go through your whole throwing career just throwing this Gill blue discus. You could throw 100 feet with it, 150 feet with it, 200 feet with it. I promise you could. So just kind of depends on how you like it and your budget. You know what I mean? If you have a lot of money, go for it. Buy something a little bit more expensive like the Pacer Gold, or if not, stick with the blue. I hope this video was helpful to you. If you did find it helpful, please give it a thumbs up and go buy discus. That'd be cool. So you're doing great. Proud of you. And I'll see you on the next video.
Yeah, that's so good!